Welcome to Bedroom Wisdom. This is a quiet space where hearts are heard and stories are safe. I am here to share gentle reflections, heartfelt advice, and moments of clarity, especially for those seeking love, connection, and the silence in between. Please give me a like and subscribe so I can make more videos. Let's start this journey together. Let's talk honestly about a topic that many shy away from but is absolutely vital to a healthy marriage: intimacy. Sexual connection in a relationship is not just about physical gratification. It's a powerful emotional bond that nurtures love and sustains the partnership between two people. Yet in today's fast-paced world, even young, healthy couples are finding themselves emotionally and physically drained. This condition, which we might call intimacy fatigue, is more common than we think. It manifests as a gradual loss of sexual desire, enthusiasm, and joy in physical closeness. Some couples confess that they feel awkward or detached, engaging in intimacy more as a duty than a shared pleasure. Sexuality, as many experts affirm, is among the most fundamental human instincts, just like eating and sleeping. From ancient times, philosophers recognized that both nourishment and sexuality have a profound influence on our emotions and overall well-being. However, the modern lifestyle, with its relentless pressures from work, financial responsibilities, childcare, and societal expectations, has left many couples overwhelmed and disconnected. This is especially true for professionals, office workers, and those in managerial roles who rely heavily on mental exertion. Prolonged stress and mental fatigue can sap desire and emotional energy, leaving couples feeling emotionally numb or indifferent toward intimacy, even in their 30s or 40s. Often we see a pattern: a wife exhausted from work, house chores, and the demands of parenting; a husband burdened with deadlines, sales targets, and workplace stress. At night, they simply retreat into sleep, or into separate digital worlds, each facing away from the other, silence replacing warmth. At first, this may seem harmless, but over time the emotional gap widens, affection cools, and the relationship becomes vulnerable to resentment, infidelity, or even breakdown. So how do we reclaim connection? Based on years of clinical experience and research, here are 4 golden principles, what I like to call the equations for emotional and sexual renewal. They are not magic fixes, but when practiced with intention, they can restore vitality, emotional closeness, and lasting joy in your marriage. Many couples get stuck in the belief that there's a normal number of times they should be intimate each week. In reality, there's no universal standard. Some couples are perfectly satisfied with once a month, while others may feel connected with 3 or 4 times a week. Each person has different physical, emotional, and psychological needs. What matters most is not comparison but communication. Don't measure your intimacy by someone else's yardstick. Instead, talk openly with your partner about your desires and limitations. Wives should not feel ashamed for having a stronger drive than their husbands, and husbands should feel safe expressing fatigue without guilt. Emotional honesty builds trust, while silence and assumptions breed insecurity and conflict. Remember, sex is not an obligation, it's a celebration of love. One common misconception, especially among men, is that every act of physical closeness must lead to intercourse. But for many women, gentle affection, like cuddling, holding hands, or a soft embrace, isn't a prelude but a need in itself. It provides comfort, security, and emotional connection, especially after a long, stressful day. When physical touch is only associated with sexual expectations, both partners may start to feel pressure. Men may worry about performance, and women may pull away to avoid misunderstanding. This cycle erodes intimacy. Instead, practice emotional presence without expectation. A spontaneous hug while your partner is cooking, a forehead kiss during a work break, or a simple "I miss you" text can ignite warmth and rekindle emotional closeness. Sometimes, it's the smallest gestures that keep love alive. While spontaneity is romantic, modern life often doesn't allow it. That's why planning for intimacy can be both practical and passionate. Think of it as scheduling a romantic date with your spouse. For example, if one partner is only alert late at night while the other is an early riser, misalignment can cause frustration and missed opportunities for connection. Agreeing on a time, perhaps earlier in the evening or during a weekend morning, can help both partners feel prepared, rested, and fully present. Planning also adds anticipation just like it did during the early days of courtship. It tells your partner, "You matter enough for me to make time for us." Let's face it, routine can dull even the deepest love. But a little creativity can spark excitement and renewal. Try changing the setting or mood. A candlelit dinner, soft background music, or a quiet evening on the balcony under the stars. Some couples even book a local hotel for a night, not out of necessity but to create novelty and break from the monotony. New environments can awaken old feelings and make even long-term relationships feel fresh again. Also, take care of your appearance and sensual presence. A clean shave, a fresh scent, a beautiful nightgown. These are small acts of self-care that send a big message. I value myself and I value you. In closing, love has no fixed formula and neither does intimacy. But these 4 principles offer a solid foundation for couples looking to reconnect. They won't solve everything overnight, but they can open doors to deeper understanding, renewed desire, and a happier, more enduring marriage. Don't let intimacy fatigue silently erode your bond. See physical and emotional connection not as a chore, but as a gift, a sacred expression of love. When cherished even in old age, it will be the reason you still hold hands and smile, knowing you never stopped choosing each other. Thank you for listening, and may love always find its way back into your hearts.